Okay, unboxing time once again. I seem to be making a lot of these recently. But anyway, let's dig in. First is actually a movie that I bought because of reading about this in a book for school, for film class. This is the Red Violin. It sounded really interesting. It's basically the main character is an item. It's a violin, and it's about how this violin travels through history and finds new owners. And it's sort of I don't know how long. It kind of chronicles several hundred years, I think. And I just thought that idea of the same violin being owned by many different people throughout history, and it's that same violin. I thought that was very fascinating. That was a fascinating idea, so I definitely had to pick this up. And then let's see what we have here. This is ER Season 9. I actually bought this, it was a long time ago now. I bought this in December. And it's September now, so quite a few months ago. The reason why I haven't seen it when I bought it already is because it simply didn't arrive. So I was able to get my money back, and then it just took me until now to get it again. I guess I had other things to watch, so it just took me a while, but I'm looking forward to getting back into this show. Season 8, well, if you've seen the show, you know how the Season 8 ends. And throughout the show, a few different characters have left. And I think I read a while back that someone thought that this is where the show kind of more clearly goes downhill. It kind of has been going downhill a little bit already, but based on a couple things that has happened, a couple characters that have left, I can see why maybe this show will not be as good. But I still want to keep watching it. Hopefully we'll get to the end of the show at some point, although it might take me a while. But I know a few characters, I think, come back in the last episode, and I think it's supposed to be a good finale. But of course there's a few seasons to go, and I hope that I'll enjoy all of them until then. Then we have something, I think I know what this is, because I saw the price on the front here, and yeah, I wanna say that I paid that much for a certain DVD. Okay, I'm gonna need the scissors for this one. Yeah, it's indeed Satan Tango, whatever, by Bellatar. It's one movie, but it's divided onto 3 discs because it's so fucking long. How long is it? 419 minutes. Yeah, so that's quite a few hours. Let's see how many hours. 7 hours, I think, maybe. So yes, 7 hours. A long movie, and I don't know. It's by Bellatar, who made Werkmeister Harmonies, which I think it's a terrific movie. And I think if I like that one, I'll probably like this. I might not get to it in a while, because, like I said, it's a 7-hour, black and white. Is it Hungarian? I can't see what it says here. Yeah, Hungarian. Long takes, very slow, and I'm sure I like it, but it's just a movie that you have to be in the right mood to watch, and I think it would take a lot to finish this in one go, or in one day even, so we'll see when I get to this. But yeah, released by Artificial Eye. Glad to have this. This one was only $4.95. As you can see, it's sealed as well, so I thought that was a terrific deal for this. This has been really expensive before, but for some reason it was pretty cheap now, so I had to get that before it goes up in price again. But yeah, like I said, I will not watch that in a little while, most likely. And in here we have... oh, look at that. Harakiri. I was gonna open this in a separate video. I forgot to look at the well, anyway, this is actually gonna be a part of an upcoming collaboration video with Luke from Razor Wire Reviews. I'll talk more about that in an upcoming video. Hopefully I'll get to this soon. But yeah, cool. But like I said, I will talk more about this, a lot more about that in an upcoming video. And I didn't open it enough. Last one. Okay, I can see what this is, and I'm very excited about this one. A pretty obscure DVD. I'm surprised if anybody has seen this DVD before, actually. But you might know the comedian. If you watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, you will know who this is. Richard Lewis. Bundle of Nerves. A very nice cover here, I gotta say. Yeah. And then inside you have a keep case with a different cover. Yeah, there's the guy, Richard Lewis. Bundle of Nerves. This is basically a, as you can see, well, we'll just take a look at the back of this. A collection with some different stuff with Richard Lewis. Diary of a Young Comic. Yeah, a stand-up. Is it a stand-up show? It says Saturday Night Live from 1979. Magical Mystery Tour, a 1997 HBO stand-up special. Cool. I don't think I've seen any stand-up with Richard Lewis. I don't think so. Disc 2 we have a movie called Drunks. And the last thing on the DVD is something called House of a Lifetime, which is basically a 46-minute featurette where I think he just shows the viewer his house. I think so, and then it says here also introductions by Richard Lewis, and Drunks commentary with Richard Lewis and the director, and commentary with Diary of a Young Comic. So maybe that's not a stand-up special, maybe it's more of a... It says it stars Richard Lewis as himself, so I guess it's more than just a stand-up special. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I listened to a podcast with Mark Maron, where Richard Lewis was the guest, and he mentioned this DVD here. So I thought that I would have to. I thought I had to get it. It's been a while since I listened to the podcast, but I don't know. I didn't get it immediately. But yeah, I basically just know Richard Lewis from. Well, from Curb Your Enthusiasm, but also from the show Anything But Love with Jamie Lee Curtis, which wasn't that great. But and then I've seen him in various appearances, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to watching these different featurettes here. Yeah, and then the last thing here is well, I'll just talk about it as I open it. I actually watched this a few hours ago, which might sound confusing, but yeah, and you know me, I just added a couple. They have American candy there too, so I couldn't resist. Added a couple things here, which I've had before, but you know. Anyway, the main thing here, obviously, Wings of Desire. This I bought for school, actually. Because, I mean, we don't have to buy the movie, obviously, but the reason why I bought it is because, well, I just watched it in school. Well, what's the time? About 6 hours ago, I was watching this movie. And I ordered it a couple days ago, and I ordered it from Disc Shop, and it was pretty expensive from Disc Shop. I wish he would have told us earlier that this was going to be the movie we were watching as our final movie. I mean, we're going to analyze this. We have a week to write a pretty extensive essay about this movie, and if I would have known about the fact that we were going to watch this movie earlier, I could have ordered this from Amazon and paid a lot less. But you know, it would not have had time to arrive in 2 days from Amazon, so I had to pay a little bit more for this from Disc Shop. But you know, it's fine. This movie was great. I mean, it was fairly slow and in certain ways pretty demanding, but in certain ways a pretty simple movie too. But obviously, analyzing it, you know, writing an 8-page essay about any movie is pretty challenging. So you know, that's what I will do over the next week. When you're watching this, I'm, you know, probably in the process of doing it, or maybe I'm done even. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video, but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And I bought it because I have to see the movie again. It's not enough just watching it once if we're gonna analyze it in detail. And dissect various scenes and aspects of the filmmaking process. And but anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, I think most people probably downloads the movie and watches it again that way. I can't make a video without stuttering, can I? Anyway, most people would probably do that, but I can't download movies at the moment. I'm using a Chromebook, and you can't really have any files on that. I don't think you can download any movies onto that. But you know, I collect movies, so it's no problem to get it on Blu-ray. So yeah, I will probably watch this a few more times over the next week, because if I'm gonna analyze it, yeah, I need to be very familiar with the movie. So yeah, never done that before in that way, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, alright, that's everything for this time. Yeah, thank you for watching.